Hello and welcome back to Combat Mission Shock Force 2. I've deployed my main force to make the move towards Objective Alpha. I'll have the BMP-1s move up as close as they can without taking their nose up into view of the enemy. But I want to have them pretty close by, so I'm gonna set up some movement waypoints for the first platoon. Gonna be the first ones to move out. Have them just up something like this. They might come into view. Maybe not. Okay, so have them move over there. The same for the other vehicles. Place it down like this. Go. Looks good. And the third vehicle, have him take a I want to make him give him the hunt order. I'm gonna have him do a wider movement. Go. Should be alright. And I'll have second platoon move up behind them. I'm not gonna give them the order yet. And I'm gonna have the weapon platoon move up as well. And I've placed the company commander close by, I think. Yep, that's him. And also the battalion commander. The scout platoon is gonna move, make their way into these buildings. I placed the tanks kind of in the middle of my troops, so they can quickly get into position where they are needed. So I think that's the deployment all done. I've also set the, if I didn't mention it, I set the battle time to 45 minutes. So it's a bit longer than the 30-minute battles I did in Red Thunder. So here we go, first turn. MPs are moving. Scout platoon is moving into position. The vehicles are kicking up quite a lot of dust, which is visible to the enemy. There we go, the mortars are firing. There's a mortars heading up on the northeastern hill. And the... Boom, here we go. Those air bursts. I would not want to be close to that. Guys are in position, so I think I'm going to have first platoon dismount. Out here. Quickly dismount. There we go, dismount. Then I think I'll start moving. I'm gonna give them the hunt order. Slowly move them up their way towards their initial positions. this. Have the platoon commander take the rear. Yes, that will basically be... Oh, these guys are a bit further forward, so that's all good. So let's have a second platoon move. Up behind. Have them dismount as well. Then we're going to have third platoon, but they are not going to dismount. They will be the maneuvering part of the force. Well, I guess it depends on how we take any enemy contact in this in Objective Alpha, which will probably happen. Should I move the... I might as well move the weapon platoon up as well, the machine guns, if I can deploy them or find any good positions to deploy them in. That looks fine. Yeah, scout platoon is not yet in position, but they are getting there. So yeah, let's continue on the next turn. So, squads are dismounting. Saw two airbursts on the northeastern hill. That's where the majority of the fire will be focused, because I have 3 mortars firing on that hill and only 1 mortar on the other targets. This is basically a suppressive fire with the mortars to shake the enemy up a bit, hopefully cause some casualties. The heavy mortars are not to be trifled with. And I might do a heavier barrage on the village, because the enemy likes to take up positions on the roofs. So I want to be able to arrest them as much as possible, or kill them if I can. So that is that turn done. Okay, so we have the first recon squad in position on the roof. Well, basically on position. One guy still moving up. And the ATGM team is in position, it looks like. Good. So let's actually take a look at their line of sight. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. They are deployed. Guys, once they get into position, have them face the hill. Since my troops are green and conscripts, they won't be able to spot enemy targets as well as regular troops. That is also going to be a problem. Okay, so second platoon has moved up. They all reached, yes, so we'll have them dismount. Don't think I'll have them... I'll just have them dismount and then I'll move them next turn. I don't want it to be too crowded. I want first platoon to get into position before I do anything else. Third platoon. I'm gonna move third platoon up just a bit. They are closer to the battle lines in case they need to move quickly. might inch the recon platoon BMPs up just a bit as well, so they can act as fire support if I take any, or if I come into contact with the enemy. Should be in defilade. So the mortar round going out there, and the two, there goes another one. Okay, pretty uneventful. Still having the second recon squad still moving up towards the building. Should start crawling pretty soon. The BMP, the recon BMPs are in place. So let's actually move company command as well. Let's move them up closer to my platoons. 3 platoons. Okay, so first platoon is pretty much in position. Haven't spotted anything. I'm gonna have them crawl up a bit closer. Wouldn't be too bad to get into contact with the enemy at this point. I'd kinda like to know where they are. Yes, I could split one of the squads up to a recon team. They are gonna get killed pretty quickly, I imagine. Yet start moving towards Objective Alpha, which is this wooded area. That's what I'm calling Objective Alpha. So second platoon, I want to place these guys. Yeah, I would like to have control of this hill, but very exposed position. They can be shot at from basically all directions. I think that's I'm going to do this. Let's have yeah, let's have second platoon start making their way up the hill, and once they are in position, I might split one of the squads up and take a recon team, roll forwards a bit. So because you want to come into contact with the enemy with as few of your forces as possible. You don't get locked into battle with all your troops at once. You want to have some freedom of maneuver and be able to react to enemy actions, I guess. If all your troops are embroiled in battle with the enemy, you won't be Yeah, I think that's it. So let's go to the next round. Okay. Not much happened. That is, I don't mind that for now. Another thing about the enemy is that the unconventional forces usually they don't have squads, they have smaller teams, and usually have quite a lot of snipers, machine gun teams, and such. So no 8 or 10 man squads. That a lot of smaller teams. Be able to look into the village from over here somewhat. Okay. I have platoon command hang back just a bit. So once the mortar barrages has stopped, I'm gonna use some mortars to put down a smoke screen along this axis, cover the advance of 3rd platoon. There a lot of wind? Nope, seems like the wind is still, so that's good in terms of putting down some smoke. It's not going to be very accurate though. So what I might do is actually to place smoke up on the enemy hills to make it hard for them to engage with any weapon teams they might have deployed there. Anyways, let's second platoon is still moving up, so we'll wait until they are in position and I'll send a well, you know what I could do? I actually have this anti-air team move up, as they are not going to be of any use. The enemy does not have any air power at all. There's only 2 men team, so I won't lose much. They get destroyed. Sometimes you have to do these kind of decisions, send men into their death. Well, alright, so let's continue on. That's all the orders I'm going to give. Like at least one of the fire missions might be complete, the one on the northeast hill. Okay, that's probably the last mortar rounds coming in. No, actually it looks like no, that's the mortars. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the mortar barrage on this hill has ended. Platoon is almost in position. The third squad a bit to the right. Okay. First platoon's not spotting anything. Okay. Actually gonna have them crawl up. Pull forwards a bit. Place them there. You guys crawl up as well. Closer. Okay, looks good. Let's see if the recon squad is in position in the building, and they are almost. Almost. So this is an attack mission, not a probing mission. In case you wondered. First platoon is inching their way up. Radio communication going on. Okay, seems like second platoon is in place. And now the recon squad is in position as well. Another good tactic you can use to reveal or have the enemy reveal its position, and that is reconnaissance by fire, which basically means I start firing with one of my elements, maybe not a full squad, but smaller team, start just firing into an area, and if there's any enemy forces there that spots my troops or come under fire, they will fire back, which would reveal their position. So I might just do that with the Igla team, the anti-air team. Comes to shove, if they don't spot anything, have them move up the hill and let first platoon get into position. Let's take a look at the fire missions as well. Oh shit. They spent all their ammunition. That's not good. That's not good at all. Jesus. What did I set them to? Maybe I should have done some harassing fire and not... They could not have had a lot of ammunition. These mortar teams are useless. I do have the off-map artillery. They have 33 rounds. I don't know if that's yeah, it's got to be the total amount of rounds left. That's not many at all. They do have some smoke rounds though. So what I kind of want to do with this smoke is to I can't show you now because the forward observer is not in view of the area, but basically put down a smoke barrage along this line, this axis, cover them from it's the village and the hill to the northeast, and they should be in concealment with from the enemy hill from the northwest, or to the northwest. This wooded area should give them some concealment. Then there's this South Road Victor location, which might become a problem since they can fire into the flank of my troops, but if I make the smoke barrage pretty... I'll try to make it cover the whole of the area. The question is how I'm gonna get the forward observer into a position where he can call down that barrage. Have him move up behind the second platoon, and have him dismount and then start crawling up on the hill to this position. Let him have line of sight on the area, and it's gonna be pretty close, so hopefully the barrage will be somewhat accurate. So yeah, we'll let the Igla team, the anti-air team, get into position, and then I might do some reconnaissance by fire. Get this party started. There you go, have a Russian UAC, classic vehicle. So if the Igla team gets into position without taking any enemy contact, I might actually move second platoon up on the hill. I'm gonna start having third platoon move into position from where they can start their advance towards objective Alpha. Okay, so let's tell the forward observer team to dismount. Find a good position. I think they need a bit more to the left. That should be fine actually. I can move them up here and have them crawl. So from here they should be able to target and set their target. That might be because they they haven't dismounted yet. So okay, so let's have third platoon start making their way back like this. Position over here. I've actually moved it even more to the left. Oh well. Let's have this guy reverse, and then have him take a wider route. Like that. See how that looks compared to the... Alright. I'll have this guy reverse as well. Have him move Go. Eagle team is still crawling up. Yeah, they've almost reached their position. Gonna go through this turn and then I'll end the video since it's been 30 minutes. Heard someone scream Allahu Akbar. That's usually not a good sign, but I think it was actually my guys. I was kinda expecting an enemy team popping up, start shooting at my troops. Okay, the Igla team is in position. No enemy contact as of yet. Are tired, yeah, crawling. Crawling takes a lot of work. Let's let the forward observer get into position and then start moving second platoon up the hill. The moment I kind of want to use my BMPs, but the moment that I stick my head up, they will instantly be targeted by enemy ATGM teams, and you know, I know that for a fact. It's gonna happen. It's not a question of if, question of when. I'm gonna lose probably a couple of BMPs. Have him move it to the east. Might have him stick his head out, take a look, but it's gonna be, as I said, instantly destroyed. Okay, that looks good. The machine gun teams, might actually want to start moving them up as well. Let's have them hunt their way forward. Take up positions near first platoon. Have them move up and then I'll find some good positions for them. And do the same with the second two machine gun teams as well. They will be taking up positions close to second platoon. Oh shit, I was actually gonna end the end the video here, but I guess I can give these orders before I do that. So there we go. So the orders are complete, so I'll end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.